Hey everyone, it's Alicia from A Music Vlog, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Sticky Fingers. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
We're good.
You're currently on this North American tour as your debut US tour. You're in Toronto tonight. How's this whole thing been treating you?
So far so good. Like, we can't really ask for much more for our first time over here in North America. Few sellout shows. I think tonight might be as well. Like, we're stoked. Yeah.
Well, being your first time over here, what was your initial impression of either the States or Canada?
Well, I know it sounds lame, but it almost feels like just constantly in a movie, because all we fucking see in Australia is like, you know, all the world is like Hollywood everywhere. And then we're like walking around New York and stuff like, oh my god. Is it lame to say that?
In New York, I just wasn't tired. I don't think I slept for 3.5 days because I'm not sure if it was just, you know, what we were up to, or just the fact of the energy of the city to sort of kept us alive.
I think it was the coke, but whatever.
We don't do drugs, that's a lie.
Well, you've played a couple of shows now in North America, as you were mentioning, but how would you compare the North American audiences to the ones you're used to playing over in Australia?
Well, it's all still new right now, so it's almost equivalent to, well, the shows we're playing here are quite equivalent to maybe shows we were playing in Australia like 3 years ago. So everything's good, everyone's loving it, people having a good time. That's the most important thing.
We kind of felt like North America's kind of like a beautiful woman like yourself, you know?
Why, thank you.
And like, you kind of, you know, if lots of beautiful women, you only get one shot. And so if you try and, you know, come in too early and like, you know, have it on a bit too soon, then, you know, she might blow you off and that's it, you've blown your load. But if you kind of like, you know, tease her and keep teasing her and teasing her, then when you eventually have your crack, we kind of feel like maybe now we're having our crack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I was with you guys near your tour bus before the interview, and you had a couple of fans walk up to you right away. They're stoked for the show, and some were giving you some gifts. So what are some of the more bizarre or interesting gifts you've received?
I got a great little gift. She gave me a bottle cap pin.
There
It's
you go.
pretty. I'm going to put it on my guitar strap, I think. It's very nice of her.
She'd love that. How can she probably love that?
I think she would, isn't it?
Yeah.
She'll definitely see it tonight. And what's something else that you've kind of got from a fan?
Bizarre and interesting gifts is sort of something that, like, you know,
Yeah.
I was going to say, you know, something that isn't a tangible object, but more a feeling. I wasn't going to say the clap, but I know.
Well, you're touring now in support of Land of Pleasure. So as far as the cities you've been to, which land have you actually had the most pleasure in? What kind of which place has just spoken to you?
Amsterdam. We've toured Amsterdam a lot, or the Netherlands a lot. We've found solace with the Dutch people. They're a very tolerant people, which I think is, like, you know, the most important thing to be, right?
Yes,
Tolerant,
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
you can be like a right wing kind of, you know, money grubbing kind of motherfucker, and that's kind of cool as long as you know, respect everybody else, and vice versa. It's all about respect and love and tolerance for one another.
They do it. The Dutchies do it well.
Yeah, they do. It's true.
And going back to the record, I read that you had a lot of hilarious moments while creating it. So could you just share some of those moments with our viewers at home?
Which moments? Sorry.
Some of the funny ones you had while creating the album.
Well, creating the album. Well, I think creating the album wasn't just like writing it. It was also like, well, it was writing it. It wasn't just recording it. So a lot of those writing sessions happened on the road. So that's like a lot of
dirt happening.
Yeah.
We definitely had a magical time. Still, like, I can, as a band, one of our fondest memories making that album. It all just came together perfectly. I don't know, stories about making it. I tried to cook it for everybody one night, and then everybody got really sick, so we couldn't record.
What kind of dish did you try to make?
Oh my god.
Well, we had like these frozen pizzas, and the oven wasn't working, so I tried to like fry them on the frying pan, and I got a bit excited and added like a bunch of eggs, which I think were a bit off, been sitting in the sun.
Like deep fried pizzas in about like 5 inches of oil, and then added eggs and some, I don't even know what else was on there, but the recording session stopped for a good 6 hours.
I like how just reminiscing is making your stomach go.
Yeah,
I can see it in your face. Well, I know the record was released in August of last year, so it's almost been a year now. So what else is in the works on the music front? Have you actually started thinking of new material?
Yeah, we're already writing right now.
Nice.
We're demoing, not currently because we're over here, but yeah, we've built a little studio back home in Sydney, and we've just been in there, and when we're not on the road, we're just been in there every day, just nutting it out.
Yeah.
When do you think fans will actually get a little taste?
I think we're going to try and drop us...
That is the second time that's happened, and the exact same noise came out of the other person.
Come,
Yeah.
please.
Get on my face. I think we're gonna try and drop a single late this year, and then we're thinking we're gonna have a third album out next year. Just because we like making the tunes and they're still coming. We haven't felt like we've reached that sort of point where we're not thinking of good shit anymore. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going and just try and just get it out, because the songs that come on, we've got about 10 cool songs right now. We'd like to have about 3 times that amount and then choose the best of that, and then yeah, that'll be it.
Awesome, we're excited. Well, going back to touring for just a second, I actually had a staffer who was out photographing you guys at Ottawa's Blues Fest a couple days back, and he loved your performance. So being that you're playing a bunch more festivals over the summertime, if you could curate your own, who would you want to be part of that lineup?
Well, one of your own, actually, Mac DeMarco. We love Mac DeMarco. He's just a lovely guy, and I love his music, but I think he's also really important as just a, what do you call it when you're a person in the world.
Like an icon or
yeah. It's like an icon, and
He's a voice.
Yeah, he's a voice of the people. Who else? I don't know. We have a lot of friends bands we really like too. Back in our scene, do you guys know DMAs? Have you guys seen DMAs play?
We've just reviewed them. They were actually here. They played, I think, the Garrison a couple of weeks back. So there you go.
Yeah. We just partied with those guys in New York. We hadn't seen them in a long time.
Nice.
So that was really nice. Other bands we like right now, shit. Fuck. Well, Tame Impala are just massive now, right? And we kind of didn't even realize, because they've been big in Australia for a while, but now all of a sudden they're just on the Entourage movie and shit. And
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, to wrap everything up here today, I wanted to ask both of you, what would you say is the best part about being in this band together?
We're best friends.
Yes.
We're best mates.
Despite all the crap, at the end of the day, we just love it. We love each other.
Yes.
Even though we want to kill each other, we love each
I love hearing that. So that wraps everything up. And just on behalf of my site, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks
And we
for having
can't
us.
wait for
No
the show
worries.
tonight. And remember, everyone, you can visit us at amusicblog.com for all exclusive interviews and features with your favorite bands. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye.